I'm back. I'm really out of breath now. I was chatting with the family and I wanted to get ahead of them. I haven't got enough self-confidence to be doing this in front of people. However, anyway, where were we at? Talking about moods and sleep. Let's see what else. Back to this diet. Let's talk a minute about the paleo diet. Yes, there has been shown that people can lose weight doing the paleo diet. But what's not shown is what it's doing to your insides. You're clogging your arteries. If you don't already have, you're creating atherosclerosis, which is a buildup of plaque in your arteries, which causes heart attacks and strokes. And that's why you see these like 39-year-old or 30-year-old men and women killing over with a heart attack. I mean, they may be like fit and trim and all that, but it's what's going on the inside. So I really discourage you, really discourage you to go on a paleo diet. As I know it's all the craze. We even had a place around here that's just recently opened up that's all about paleo. I'm just warning you of the risk you're taking by taking that kind of or going on that kind of a journey of a paleo diet. It's not sustainable. It's not nothing that you're going to be able to do for the rest of your life. They're always craving carbs, because our body needs carbs. That's what produces glycogen that feeds all of our cells, that gives us energy. Quit thinking that carbs are bad for you. And refined carbs, yes, they're not. We don't want that. It's all processed food. Just 100% whole grains, fruits and vegetables, beans, legumes, and if you're, depending on your health level, seeds and nuts. So it's totally sustainable. Like I said, you eat to satiety. You don't worry about counting calories. You eat till you're done. You eat till you're full. Your body tells you when you've had enough or when you need something. Boy, I was really racing with those people. That wore me out. Anyway, I'm definitely not feeling as down just in this short amount of exercise. When you get feeling down, like I said, I don't know if I'm having a pity party. I don't know what it is. This is the best thing I could have done to help get out of that situation. It's still a pretty nice day. It's 54. I've been freezing. I don't know why. It's really not cold. And when there's days like this, with winter creeping in, you take advantage of every amount of time that you can get outside. It just does so much for your mental and physical state. Get that blood pumping, get to breathing hard, whatever it takes. Let's see, what else should we talk about today? I don't know. I'm just not there today. I'm just, kids. They're fun. They're real fun. Oh, this is pretty right here. Let's also talk about a subject that I'm becoming more aware of, which I never, that was the whole reason to get on this whole food plant-based journey, was for my health. But let me tell you what it does to you, just all over. We don't really, and I hate to even tout this because I know so many people think it's a bunch of baloney, but it's real. If you go and look at the research, have you ever really watched what happens to an animal when it's slaughtered? I mean, I think before you sit down and eat or before you purchase any animal product, you should be forced to watch how that product got to the shelf. The suffering to the animals, is, I mean, the first time I watched a video, and it's hard to find them because it's against or most factory farms and processing plants do not allow any cameras at all to be in their plants. Why is that? I don't know. I don't think I've ever been a diehard animal activist. Just, the most glorious days of my life were on my grandparents' farm. When I ever get down or feel like crap, I take myself back to that farm. And maybe it's an ideology, a way to a safe spot, I don't know, but that farm was everything. And it was not a factory farming for sure. It was just a honest, wonderful, in my eyes, perfect human beings doing what they did for a living. Hard-working, good people. But there was just something, maybe it's the being away somewhat and the freedom felt of roaming the farm, driving tractors. I mean, I don't know, it was just great. But the reality is, most farms aren't like that. I mean, to see these animals, to watch mama cow give birth, watch a mama cow basically be raped because they gotta keep them pregnant. If they're not pregnant, they don't produce milk. So they gotta be pregnant. And then when the little boys come out, they're kind of useless. They don't need that many. Most, your factory farming, they artificially inseminate their animals. They're not bred from a bull. So the little boys basically get to say, "Hi, Mom, I'm here in the world," and boom, they kill them. Or the girls, they gotta have all that milk. They can't let that little baby calf drink from its mama. That milk they gotta make money with. And there's nothing wrong with making a lot of money or supporting yourself. But the way these animals are treated, I mean, taking a baby calf and watching it cry and the mama go chasing after it while it's being wheeled away if it's a little girl cow, so that she too can be raped and have a baby and watch it be pulled away from her. It's a sick cycle. It really is. And like I said, I didn't even start this journey to be a plant activist or be an animal activist. But when I see these videos, I mean, if for no other reason, I cannot engage in eating meat. And those that say, oh, we're so detached. We don't even think about that. We just think, oh, I love steak. I'm going to eat my steak. I'm going to eat my pork chops. Whatever. It's just wrong. What is the number? Like 99 billion animals are slaughtered a year to feed people? I think I just saw a snake. I don't know. Oh, it's a little gray squirrel. Never mind. And what it's doing to our planet. There's more cows than any other species of even humans on the planet. The amount of water, the amount of land that's cleared to raise these cows is absolutely destroying our planet. It takes so little water to produce plants. They regrow. We can maintain our beautiful scenery that we look at every day. Our trees, our land. So why the hell? And the pollution. Oh, we didn't even get to that. When I first heard Al Gore come out talking about climate change, I really didn't think a lot about it. And I really haven't. Until now. For whatever reason, by changing my diet, it's changed my outlook on so many things. Things that I never really cared about. I mean, come on. They talk about plastic bottles and how they're filling our oceans, our lakes, all of our water. And we still continue to use them. Why? Why do we do that? I mean, I'm just as bad. I drink water bottles all the time. It's silly. Put a filter on your faucet if you're so concerned. But actually, yes, there's fluoride and chlorine and all that. None of that's necessarily good for any of us. But compared to getting cholera because our waters are so contaminated with crap, animal crap, that we no longer have drinkable water, so we have to process it and whatever to make it clean so that we don't get sick or develop a disease that basically you might not be able to be cured from. But let's also talk about what happens when we eat animals. When you drink milk, when you eat animal products, the largest amount of antibiotics used on this planet is from pharmaceutical companies, and these antibiotics are administered to animals. Why are they having to give them so many antibiotics? Well, when you overcrowd feedlots and chicken coops and turkey coops and whatever, those animals are so packed together that they literally start killing each other. They don't have room. They are forced to eat so much that they grow way too fast. Their bodies, they can't even stand up most of the time. And once they get down, the other chickens notice that. And then they basically just kill their own, what is it, cannibalism? And so they got to pump all these antibiotics because all those diseases and stuff are basically sitting there, getting into your food. They got to kill that stuff, so they pump them full of antibiotics. That's why right now we are in such danger of antibiotic resistance. All this stuff, like I said, none of this stuff was even in the back of my head when I started this journey. It just does something. You start reviewing the world, your life, the life of future generations, and you see what's going on here. I mean, it's not okay. You can sit here and say, "Oh, that's just a bunch of bulllarky." If that was so true, why isn't something being done? I mean, there's people all over trying to get something done, just not happening. And then when you look at what foods are subsidized by the government, and the fact that you have all these food studies saying eggs are good for you. I mean, why in the hell, when it's proven that milk products cause breast cancer, and not just that, but if you consume milk products after you've already had breast cancer, your chance of mortality, or rates of mortality, rise 49%. Yet, if you go to the American Breast Cancer, or whatever the Coleman, whatever, where people all in their pink and, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm such a good person, I'm doing this for the Susan Komen Foundation," or whatever, and you look on their website and their suggested foods for cancer, they tell you that you need dairy. And you think, why? Why in the world, is this foundation that's supposed to be trying to find the cure? Why don't we try to prevent it in the first place? Not only that, but why would we tell women, in particular, that they should drink milk, knowing that their rates of dying from breast cancer are 49% higher? I mean, when you look at this kind of stuff, it's just absolutely silly. Totally silly. And for men, it's known, too, that cancer, prostate cancer, is caused by dairy consumption. And it's the same thing. And they push, the Susan G. Komen Foundation is funded by Yoplait. And they got their little proud pink ribbons all over those Yoplait containers. It's like, here, kill yourself. I mean, you have to understand, and it's true, the world is driven by money. And money talks. That's why you don't see ad campaigns for broccoli. You see ad campaigns for beef, eggs, dairy, chicken, pork, whatever it is. But you got to really look at this. Why is our government promoting and subsidizing these products? That's easy. Where's the money coming from? When these big giant Cattlemen Association, Dairy Association, Egg Association, whatever, are giving money into our government, of course they're going to subsidize, advertise, and do whatever these companies want done. It's like, I pay you this, I'll tell anybody. Nobody's really concerned about you or your health. The person needs to be concerned is you. Quit waiting for a doctor to tell you, oh, or give you this pill or that pill, and before you know it, you're walking around with bags of pills at the VA. It's kind of funny. Not funny at all, really, but they always say, bring all your medications with you to your visits. Any over-the-counter, herbal supplements, whatever. And these poor individuals, I see them all the time, come in with their bags. I mean, bags or backpacks full of medication. And there's not one single pill that they're taking that is doing anything to cure them of any disease they have. Not one. But why are we administering all these, or why are doctors giving them to us? Because they really do not know what the hell to do for you. I'm not saying all doctors are bad, but I'm just saying they're not educated. And, I think, let me tell you another thing I found out. There is a law called the Cheeseburger Act. And it basically states that you cannot sue, say, McDonald's or the beef industry or whatever from what you're consuming. The tobacco company right now is paying back so much money to individuals who are harmed from smoking. But at the same time, it's against the law, or you cannot do it. You cannot sue the beef industry or McDonald's or anything else from the food you consume. It's like the consumer should know. Well, did you know the truth about all these foods? I mean, really. I mean, how are people to know? If you don't go out looking for the truth, you're not going to find it. The government's not going to protect you. Doctor's not going to protect you. They just give you a pill. And then the pharmaceutical company now is getting money. The only person being harmed is you. What we do is practice sick care. We do not practice health care in this country. And most countries, for that matter. So anyway, yeah, I think getting a little angry gets me out of my fun quick. Not being angry, it's sad. I mean, I have never ever had a doctor tell me that I'm having all these issues because basically of what I eat. Not one single doctor has ever talked to me about nutrition. And they definitely haven't told me that these pills that they're giving me are going to do anything for me. Because the fact of the matter is, those pills won't do anything for you. And they give you false hope and think, okay, I went to the doctor, I got diagnosed with yet another problem. I'm taking this pill for this. And in the meantime, I'm having all these side effects from this pill that I now have to take these other pills to, help with those side effects. It's crazy. Well, we're going to end here. I'm out of battery. I've been having trouble with my phone the whole time. I got to go get me some more room in here. Anyway, I'm sorry to rant. Be sad. Just keeping it real. It's life. Let's all just try to keep open minds, open hearts, be healthy, be happy, be strong, and always remember, I love you. Please like and subscribe to these videos, or comment, even if you think, who is this ugly bitch that's giving me this information? Hey, it is what it is. I'm just telling you because I think everyone should has the right to know the truth. And you can do with it what you may. In the meantime, peace. Till next time.